Hi everyone, welcome to the second of the Micro Dojo puzzle challenges, this one for February. And I thought I'd try something a little bit different this week and post the solution in the form of a video. We have this lovely prototype copy here, or rather review copy, that's currently on its way to a few reviewers around the world. And I thought it'd be fun to actually play with the real thing this time. So in this scenario we have the green player on the left here and the blue player on the right. The challenge I set you was to see if you can win with the green player. Now, green is behind on points. Green is also behind on resources. So if we look at the next objective here, in fact, the last two objectives, blue player has both of these pretty well locked up. Blue player has spent the most amount of resources on buildings and they have the most amount of resources to hand. So green player really needs to stop the blue player from being able to score any points before they can close out the game. So step one is the green player is going to move the sumo to the double action space here. Now, a few options for green player. First, we'll use the yatai to take 2 food. And then we actually have a choice here of either cashing in our 5 food or 5 gold for a point. So let's cash in that 5 food and gain 1 point for green. Okay, now it's blue player's turn. Because of this move by the sumo, blue player actually only has one option, which is to move the geisha and to take 1 food. Okay, back to green player. Now, green player has a couple of options here. If green player moves the samurai, that will expose the action space and let blue player then score points with the ninja. So actually, our only choice here is to move the ninja to the build space. And we need to get to 7 points as green player. So one of the things that we can do, which is quite useful towards the end of the game, is use that build space to donate one of the buildings or gift a building to the town and to get 1 victory point. Shogun thanks us very much. So let's get rid of the market. I don't think we'll be needing that. So green player is now on 6 points. So on to blue player's turn. Now it looks like we have a lot of options here. In fact, we've got potentially 4 spaces we can go to as blue and 2 different meeples to choose from, either the sumo or the samurai. Actually, with green player being on just 1 point to go to close the game, we know that green could sacrifice one of those buildings. So blue player is probably going to go and cover this space. Now, whether that happens with the sumo or the samurai doesn't actually make too much difference for closing out this game. So, blue player will probably want to give up one of the buildings to gain a point as well, make it a little bit closer. These 2 buildings will allow blue player to score some points very easily, so I suspect blue would probably want to get rid of the gold mine and score a point. So, on to green player's turn. Now, this is where we're a couple of steps from the end of the game. Essentially, green player is just going to be taking resources. Now, whatever happens, wherever the sumo goes, green player is going to be exposing the double action spot. Could go here, could go here. Let's move here to block the ninja. Take 2 food. Let's change these up. Blue player. Again, blue player has a couple of choices here. Take resources, but the most important part is this daimyo marker is going to be moving onto a different space. That then leaves green player to be able to take the final action next turn and cash in their 5 gold. Let's say the geisha moves here. Gold and a food. Oops, maxed out here. And then finally, green player can move to either of these spaces, spend their 5 gold, and win the game.